And I just mentioned in the fourth quarter of that game, no points for the Falcons offense. In the fourth quarter of the previous Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Niners, no points in the fourth quarter there. And that's part of the story for Kyle Shanahan coming into this game. Is there anything of that fourth quarter 7 years ago today that you were on the defensive side of the ball and the play calling that we saw there, and then maybe the play calling that we saw 4 years ago last Friday in the previous Super Bowl? Is there any through line that you think might affect what we see this coming Sunday, Chris?
Well, I don't think anybody's going to be up 28-3. You know what I mean? And I don't think anybody's going to be building some big lead. I really think it's going to be a good football game. I definitely lean Chiefs, but I think about the fact that a week ago, getting off script a little bit here, Dan Campbell got burnt by those fourth down decisions, and people made a big deal about it, like making bad decisions, blowing a 17-point lead. And I actually don't think they were the worst decisions in the world, okay, like because of what we talked about on the show last week. We don't need to go backwards. But the point is, Kyle Shanahan has been in a similar situation on a bigger stage. And I think it's pretty remarkable that he was able to get back and then now get back again. And I'm sure he came out of that game and at least in part blamed himself. I know Dan Quinn's the head coach at that point, but when you're up 8 points with about 4 minutes to go in plus territory, matter of fact, you're on like the fringe, I believe. You're like 30, 25-yard line. I can't remember. But they end up giving up a sack and a hold, and that knocks them out of field goal range. They're throwing the football. And so I don't know how Kyle thinks about that. I don't know if Kyle thinks about it in a different way than Dan might. I think Dan looks at those decisions he made last week, and he's steadfast in the fact that this is who we are. We go for it on fourth down. We remain aggressive. But that wasn't even an aggressiveness thing. I think had they kicked the field goal in that situation, there's no chance we win that game. They go up 11, about 3 minutes to go in the Super Bowl. So I felt for Kyle, even though it's why I have a ring, and I have a lot of respect for him. And I respect what San Francisco has been able to build to get back there again now. And so, look no further than Kyle Shanahan. You want to talk about your happiest dream and your worst nightmare? It's the same opportunity. And he's had a couple nightmares here. And like the ante just gets up when you go a third time as a coach. And, I really feel for him, but there's a lot on the line.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.